It looks like you got a fine day.
Okay. I'll call the others.
Son of a bitch! Where is it? Huh?
Where's it all gone, huh?
I don't...
Where?
Start talking.
We came down to meet you. We get held up in traffic.
That's too bad. You're the one person I wasn't planning to spend much time with right now.
You see, I found you anyway. Isn't that great? Where you going?
No place.
That's out of our way, but we could go by there, I suppose. Get in. Come on. How about it, huh? You two remember Potato Head, don't you? Hugo Piazza. A very long-time friend. We gave him a broad, you know, and a bed. Hugo had it made like you guys got it made. Didn't you, Hugo? You had it made. Come on, you have to admit it. You have to admit it. But he wanted it better. Isn't that right, Hugo? So he decides to bite the hand that feeds him. He decides to steal 300,000 big-ass dollars from the Mikado. Real smart, huh? Then he finds a cozy place to stash it, puts a big smile on his potato face, and everything would have been great. Except that he thinks that we'll foul him, no? So he bungles a job in a jewelry store. Up rides a police car, and that gets him a 4-year dance. Now ain't that a real bad deal, huh? 4 long years he gets, but then it becomes 3 with good conduct. And today, here you are. Oh, Piazza. Would you make sure you got the right treatment inside, huh? Did you grease a few pigs, make a few promises, huh?
Rocco, I didn't take that money.
You're lying. We're gonna tell your daddy.
The suitcase was passed on to you. And the dough was inside, I know. Did it vanish in the blue? Where'd it go? To fly in the air? And all that dough. Boy, I can just imagine all them dollars sailing in the air. That'd be a real sexy cloud. What a sight, huh? I guess I ought to have been out looking at the sky that day. A goddamn green cloud all around, huh?
Listen, Rocco. In prison, I got worked over with chains at both ends. It was all useless, wasted. I don't know anything about that money.
You took that money.
Yeah, you took the money.
Made a fat-ass getaway. Hugo, what do you think? You can con me?
I wanted to be on my own for a while.
Who wouldn't? A suitcase with 300 grand. You're immortal. Did you bury it, Hugo? Is it airtight, dry inside? So that worms can't get through in the opening, huh? Did you hide it good, Hugo? I haven't got that money, Rocco.
Mikado ain't convinced.
What do you mean?
You're giving your answer to him tonight. And you ain't got too good an answer. You had no time to spend it. And he knows that, Hugo. Give it back. He likes you. In a way, he's really trying to protect you. You ought to have given it back before your trial. He only might have cut off an ear, broke your head, smashed the crown jewels. That's all. Now he's mad.
I know, but what can I do? I already told you.
All right. And you go and tell him that.
You tell him. I got nothing to add.
Hugo, I wanted to help you.
Oh, it's too late to help you. You don't get a chance to be alone for a stinking second. Understand, Hugo? You're not going to be able to piss unless one of us pulls a chain. We'll follow you. You try to sneak out of Milano, we'll be at the airport. We'll be on every bus or train. We'll hound you. Squad, Nico. Let's come on. Why not? I'll kick him. Guy's a friend of mine. You think that's very good for the kidneys, huh? We'll keep in touch, Hugo, you hear? You're my buddy, huh? Yeah.
Guess who's outside? Hugo Piazza.
Yeah, bring him in. Watch this, Fonsino. Well, you're pretty fast, Piazza. You just got out this morning, and here you are already. You didn't have to do that. You could have taken your time. Fonsino, this is Hugo Piazza. Small-time, full-time crook. Out on the loose again because of a badly timed general pardon. Piazza, this is my new assistant right-hand man, Assistant Commissioner Fonsino. You want to report someone?
I just slipped, Commissioner.
Yeah, like off a mountain. Give him a drink. So they were waiting for you, right? Met you at the gate, huh?
I lost a wallet, and now I'm without an identity card. I'm released from San Vittore.
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
I need a temporary card, so the hotels let me in.
All right, fix something up for him. Piazza and I have known each other for over 20 years. Isn't that right, Piazza?
Yeah, just about, I guess.
A guy works his ass off to get a hood like him behind bars, and what happens? Along comes a general pardon, and he's on the loose again. What are your plans?
Keep out of the pen.
You've been in and out of 6 different prisons. How do you like San Vittore, hmm?
Just another filthy hole. What's different?
You're right. You punks are so abused. They want to close San Vittore because the convicts aren't happy there. They don't like the climate. They need more space. Next thing to come is what's happened in Mexico. We'll let in some chicks to provide them with tail. Because some goddamn psychologist or sociologist says it's good for their health. We got to take care of our boys so that when they get out, they'll be in good shape.
Our old concepts are just as outdated as our prisons, by and large. And that doesn't seem to help any. Society makes its criminals suffer, and after that, it ignores them. However, some of them can hope for a general pardon. A legislative power that takes into consideration...
Yeah, but there's no other civilized country in the world where the general pardon system works the way it does here. Why, these hoods know how much time they're going to do before they even pull a job. I'd say they encourage crime. You tell them, Piazza. You tell them. You were thinking about a general pardon when you committed that job. Now, come on, you tell them.
I wasn't thinking about much of anything.
You were thinking about how much time they'd give you and how much time you really have to do.
I was thinking about Sunday school. Believe me.
And that other brainchild of legislative power. We can't question witnesses anymore. We got to collect all the evidence and give it to the judge. What the hell does the judge know?
Well, it's a different procedure, that's all. It deserves a trial.
No.
Depends on the judge and how he sees the case.
No, for God's sake, they can't. What can they ask a guy like Piazza? What can they tell about the way he thinks? I know him inside out. I know what he steals, I know what he smokes, I know when he's sharp, and I know when he's a schmuck. And I know how to put the pressure on him. Now listen, Piazza. We know goddamn well you didn't do that job that they got you for. Or rather, you did it, but you bungled it because you wanted to be safely in the pen for 4 years. That's because the Mikado's men were looking for you with murder in their eyes. If you want help, I can give it to you.
I don't want anything. Only some papers, and that's all.
Well, I figure one of those guys is going to get you. Any day it's liable to happen. Yeah, favor's going to be double. We're going to get him, and that's going to be great, getting 2 shits. What do you think of that? Tell me. You need money?
No, I got some in my sock.
Yeah? They didn't look there?
No, they didn't look there.
Listen, Piazza, I know all about you and the Mikado's $300,000. If we didn't have informers, we'd have to close up shop.
What do you mean, Commissioner?
Sooner or later, they'll make you cough up that money. I'll tell you what, Piazza. I'll make a little bargain with you, huh? Get lost, Fonsino.
No, let him stay.
I'm out to get the Mikado. You know that.
I know.
Well, let's do us both a favor. I want the Mikado, and the Mikado wants you. The sooner you decide to help us, the better.
I can't help you there. But I wish you all the best.
All right. Get out of here. Go on. If you get in trouble, Buster, you're on your own. Remember that. I'm not going to give you any help. You hear that? You know the rules. Piazza, who's trickier? You, me, or the Mikado?
I'm not very smart. You've never impressed me. The Mikado. Figures.
Fonsino, want to talk to you. You haven't been here long, Fonsino. You don't know what kind of an organization the Mikado has.
Can I talk to you now?
No, not now. Currency smuggling. Millions of dollars. I've been breathing down his neck for years, but he's always just one jump ahead of me.
It's true I haven't been here very long, but I've studied this for a long time. Seems to me your overall approach is almost too one-sided.
One-sided? Listen, he's organized better than the Secret Service. His operators make calls from bars and stations, and if a stoolie gives us a number, all we get is a public telephone.
That's not what I mean. I'm not talking only about the Mikado. The rate of smuggling's increasing, going up all the time. Whenever our currency fluctuates a bit, millions, billions are sent out of the country within minutes. Our whole economy suffers as a result.
What are you getting at, Fonsino?
That's not the Mikado. It's his clients, industry, business, who do anything to get their money out. They can't afford using domestic banks, so they use an organization like the Mikado's to transfer their money to Swiss or German banks.
So what?
Be interesting to get the Mikado. What I want are his friends.
Fonsino, what have you got against the rich, hmm?
What room is Piazza in, huh? Yeah,
Hey,
number 32. Pasquale, get the pass key.
What?
You help Pops here.
What's this?
It's a crossword puzzle. We'll be right back.
Ask me one of them words.
Get out of here, fat ass!
The Mikado waited for you until after 8, Hugo. Then he left. Yeah. You'll be there tomorrow. The office is in the same place. Now we get all kinds of computers. You know that, Hugo? Hugo, what's the matter with you? Don't you know we could have dragged you up here if we wanted? But he said to us, he said, we should be nice. But do you go? No. You got a call you want to make? You want to call the police? Don't worry. I'll protect you, Hugo. Pasquale. Take a look around, but be careful, because that knife looks very sharp. Gentle, gentle. That stuff is not yours. Or mine, or Hugo's. Looks like a nice hotel, Hugo. They got a toilet in every floor?
Philosopher, 18th century. Of French origin.
How many letters are there?
9.
Well, ask another question.
A folding chair, Jacobean style.
Easier one, you fathead. Don't be mad, Hugo, but we gotta freak the place up. It's really a crime. I know. You ain't so dumb as to hide them 300 grand around here. But I mean, it must have been nuts. Let's face it. Shit, you could have held up a bank, all right. But the fool with the Mikado, that's bad, Hugo. You can't do it. Of course, you might have figured the Mikado would die while you were inside, huh? But Hugo, I'm telling you, he won't die.
Athletic trophy. That's golf. Domain of the unholy. I know. Hell. And I ain't been to school.
3 years inside, and you're right where you were before. You bitched it, Hugo. You should know better than that, you know? Hugo, you're gonna get squeezed. The Mikado said, Rocco, I'll bet when Hugo understands he's got to get back the dough, then he's gonna do it. I mean to say, he's smart. Yeah, you're smart, Hugo. I mean, you wouldn't hustle the Mikado because you ain't no genius. Be good, Hugo. I'll tell you something you ought to know. You've got the 300,000 grand, but one way or another, you're going to give it back. The Mikado arrives punctual with the others at 9, Hugo, but you better get there at 10. Hey, that fat-ass guy in room 32, he's kind of psycho. He tore up the whole goddamn room. Hey, it's a terrible thing when a mind snaps. Hey, you better call the owner, is what you better call. Hey, call the cops too, eh? The damages is astrological. Make him pay, huh? Hey. Do what I'm telling you.
I just thought I'd tell you this place is very like a bordello.
Yeah, what do you want? Hugo. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Been 5 years almost.
Not that long, I don't know.
Well, come in. Sit down, go on. You're just in time. I'll get you a cup of coffee.
No, thanks.
What, no coffee? Why not? It's ready. I'm going to drink some. Things have changed, haven't they?
Yeah.
You want a glass of wine, Hugo?
No. I came to talk to Kino.
I know. Nowadays, no one comes to see me. No one. I remember when you all worked for me.
Hugo.
I'll see you later.
When I gave the orders.
You haven't changed.
You neither.
Well, considering what you and I have been through, we're doing fine.
What is it, Hugo? Why'd you come here?
You know why. Word gets around.
I know what I hear. I don't listen much. Only when it's important.
What'd you hear?
It's important, then.
I never took that money.
All right. Come on. What is it you want?
You know about the Mikado?
I I've heard he can get pretty mean. Although I've had nothing to do with it. He's got both brains and power. Makes his friends count, or they're easily rubbed out. Bad business to disagree with him. Been lucky. I want to put him in prison, only they can't get anything on him. He's known all over town. If you want to get your money out, call the Mikado. He does it, takes his commission. This cat's got the financial world licking his boots. Don't fool with him.
It's too late for that, Kino. But I could handle him if I had you.
What the hell do you mean? Protection, is that it? Not me, but I sure wish you luck. Need a place to hide? I'm sorry, Hugo. For I know you need help, but this ain't right. No, you do it on your own. I can't afford to get mixed up with him. I know it's not playing straight.
Okay. They tore up my room and I gotta pay the damages. I need about 100,000 lira.
The dough I can give you. You can always ask me for money. You can count on me to find you a hideout. I don't know what they got on you, but if you get that crowd angry, you'll have to pay hard.
I know. The dough you ain't dumb enough to bring here, but the Mikado, he's offended that you ain't come by. He regards it as a hostile act, Hugo. You really are taking a chance. But if you said to him you needed more time, he'd understand. Ah.
You owe me 100,000 lira. And you'll pay for it out of your own money. You're Rocco, aren't you?
Well, if you knew that, you shouldn't have done what you've done.
When a pal of mine needs a loan, he gets a loan.
Who are you?
Kino.
Oh. All right, buddy. Kino. I didn't know that. Come on.
No one asked you to get out, Chad. Like no one asked you inside. All right, give him the dough.
You're joshing, ain't you?
And I'll ask you to put the dough where you got it.
The Mikado ain't gonna be pleased.
What the fuck does that matter? Put the dough inside his pocket. All right, get out.
It don't finish so easy, you know.
Hugo, you're in bed. If you're smart, you'll go talk to the Mikado.
What's the matter?
Tell Rocco I'm coming up now with Hugo Piazza.
Well, welcome back. I had you come here because we want to hire again, not as a runner. We want you. Yeah, then I'll be able to keep my eye on you. Indirectly, you'll work with Rocco. We all think it's better for me if you're working for us. Besides, I'm very sentimental about old friends, rich or poor. Now listen to this and hear it good, because I'm seeing you today and I don't want to see you again. You're taking orders from Rocco. We'll treat you well. But if Rocco thinks you're stepping out of line, he's apt to kill you. It's up to him. He's your daddy. He'll worry about you. Oh, yeah. Another thing. Rocco tells me you have influential friends. Well, I guess he can buy anybody for $300,000. Now get out of my sight. If you really want to see me, bring the 300 grand. Beat it. Wait a minute. If you happen to see Kino, tell him I think he overdone it. I want an apology.
Hugo, how are you?
Fine.
I hear they let you out yesterday.
Yeah.
That's someone who really missed you.
How about a drink?
Walkers without the rocks. H2O. She'll be over in a second.
For you, Senor Piazza.
Have you seen how much he's grown?
And here I thought you were going to take the first plane out to Beirut.
How are you, Nelly?
3 years older. Does the Mikado know you're out yet?
Yeah, I'm going back to work for him.
You're kidding. But you never... Why didn't you come sooner? You got out yesterday. What took you so long?
Because I didn't know if I'd go on living. Now I guess I'll be around. So there you are.
Tell me, where you staying?
I don't know. I gotta get me a place.
Listen, I'm not gonna let you go, Hugo. I get off now.
Nelly.
No words, okay?
Yeah, that's them. It's not important. They just want to know where I go.
Why is it the Mikado gave you back your job instead of killing you like everyone said he would?
Because this way he can keep tabs on me. As long as he thinks I got the dough, I'm safe.
But why do you stay in Milano when you could fly to Beirut?
Why should I fly to Beirut?
To enjoy your money?
You'll believe it, too.
This is the end of the line. Beat it.
There isn't anything between us. I only said that maybe I'd have a drink with him afterwards.
Masucci, you're a dud.
You want something for that? I'll be right back.
Much better place than that little one you left, huh?
Yes, things have changed. It was very hard for me, Hugo. You left me free when you got convicted. Things should have been easier, but they weren't. Instead, they were much more difficult. Except for the thought of you, I was very much alone.
You don't need to explain. I didn't ask you to. 3 years is a lot of days. Nights. I didn't expect you to wait. I'm a drinking man. How about it?
The same?
Mm.
Okay.
anyone now?
No. I don't have anyone. I had lots, but I never wanted to study. There's no one I have to say goodbye to. And now that you're here, you can stay if you like. All this time I only waited till you came home. I guess for you, everything else is 3 years older. For me, it's like...
Still want to press charges. What do we do about them?
Let them study the Constitution.
But listen, I told you I know that everything they said that happened there is falsified.
Well, Hugo, do I have to see you in here every day? Just got a complaint from some flea bag hotel. Something about a lot of damage. Some kind of nuts, I guess.
I already paid it.
Yeah, I know, but they still want you charged.
If you don't withdraw the charges, I'll get a lawyer.
Well, things have changed in the past 2 days, huh, Piazza? Tell me, are we still gonna be friends?
And what does that mean?
Don't play dumb with me, Piazza. I'm not asking riddles. I don't give a damn about the Finks who are working for the Mikado, and I don't care about the Mikado himself. I want to know who gives him his marching orders. Who gives the money to the Mikado and who's behind the whole business?
I don't know anything about that. You better question somebody else.
Don't be a schmuck all your life, Piazza. Do me a favor.
Fact remains, that's what I am.
I'm told you've been seen a lot with the Mikado's men.
I don't look for them.
Have you seen him?
Yeah, once.
How'd you make out?
Fine.
Did he ask you for the money? Did he ask you for the money?
Never took it.
What'd you say to him?
I didn't say a thing.
What'd he say to you?
Just chewed the fat.
What about?
It's an old song.
Sing it, baby.
He wants his 300 grand.
What's the outlook?
Pretty dim.
You want me to, You want me to give you the dough?
What dough?
Why, the $300,000.
What do you mean?
So you can give it back to the Mikado. Then he kills you and I nab him. The Mikado was worth $300,000 to the government. Do you understand me? Dig?
I dig.
Seriously, I pay very well for that information. You know that.
I imagine you do. You get that from a stoolie.
All right, Piazza. Where are you working now? Have you got a job, huh?
Not yet.
Yeah, I know. Try a nightclub. I know all about you, Piazza. Playing gigolo to a belly dancer. Go on, get the hell out of here and go play with her dangling dingleberries.
Yeah? Your voice sounds kind of weak. What was you two doing?
Rocco, what do you want?
Hey, Hugo, everything just as you left it, huh? I hope it's all there. Quite a gal. Mighty fine lay. Got a lot more experience, huh? Girl's got to age like a piece of meat.
You're too stupid to talk to me about girls, Rocco. Tell me what you want to get the hell off the phone.
All right, listen, that's enough out of you, potato head.
Yeah. Sure, I know it. I'm a potato head, all right.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Hey, Hugo Piazza! If I hear any more talk like that, then I'll cut off your potato head.
You finished? All right, now what do you want?
It's gonna be tomorrow.
Be careful.
It's 9 o'clock.
Very possible.
I better call him. He'll do it.
It's set. Call him back. He can get the bundle. It'll be in the bar.
Have you got anything for me?
Hands off. Yeah? Our friends show up at all? Beautiful. Now take a look inside. You might have got screwed, you know. He got screwed.
Francois Durma, age 39, Magano. Alfredo Bertolon, age 29, Pieve Veneto.
Well, you happy, Foncino? You finally found a hoodlum that isn't from the South.
This man, this guy, Bertolon, has no record.
Yeah, maybe he hasn't got a record. Some of them are smart enough to avoid that. But we definitely know he's an anarchist, huh? He's been seen at 4 rallies in Milano.
Ever since 3 students gave you a black eye, you think they're all anarchists. Have you examined this photo of Bertolone?
Hey, I've seen this other guy before.
Ah, good for you. It's Pasquale Tallarico, one of the Mikado's hoods. Wait till you see the newspapers tonight.
You want us to pick up this guy, Tallarico?
We could fill San Vittorio with those hoods. You know how many runners the Mikado has? Over 200. Sometimes they don't know what they're carrying. Sometimes they know what they're carrying. They slip and they wind up dead, or else he bumps them off because he thinks we know who they are, like this Bertolone.
And we should mobilize this whole section.
Yeah, sure. We got massive resources here. You haven't been here long, but you know the size of our staff.
And suppose we get them to lend us all the riot squad police, those talented men who bash up students, protesters, and marchers.
Oncino, stop talking subversive. The average citizen is fed up with strikes, walkouts, and illegal sit-ins, because he's the one that suffers.
The one that usually sends the maid to do the shopping by taxi?
You read too many left-wing newspapers. I know what you're getting at, the rich. But there's rich and rich.
Not quite. We're the rich who put up better schools and housing. For the poor who lack the proper capital. Do you know any?
The rich don't cause any trouble.
No, they just make money. That's the only thing that seems to matter. They get the help of crooks and gangsters. They get the money to Switzerland.
Oncino, what you need is a soapbox. I said there's rich, and we're fighting only those that send their money abroad. I'd give you a red flag, but we don't seem to happen to have one here in the office. And remember, private property is theft.
Yes, Commissioner, you're perfectly correct. It's important that we, the police, remember the fact that property is theft. We who up to now have been at the service of the rich.
Just remember that the law is the same for everybody, and it's up to the police to uphold the law.
Oh, sure. Especially for the manufacturers who refuse to better the unspeakable living conditions of the poor southern laborer that makes their products. And who's entitled to better than that?
Does anyone want to applaud? I'll applaud. Now, what you say might be right or wrong, but up here we've got a different problem. I knew you'd get your training down south in Lucani or Basilicata or some goddamn place where the biggest problem is chasing chicken thieves on a bicycle. But I'm after the Mikado here. And if I get sidetracked, that's a hell of a goddamn problem. So I gotta go get him. Now, your fine words are just beautiful, Assistant Foncino. But they just raise a lot of dust. Now, let's get back to work.
Mikado is stupid or what? Bombs in a public toilet. Just to get rid of his chumps with less noise, remember?
Well, he's got a lot more to take care of.
He's a fool. Before long, he's going to ruin everything if he doesn't learn how to get rid of his men. Just bad business. He's old. The guy's forgotten how to use his head.
He told me to tell you. You overdone it. He wants an apology.
Is he getting funny or what? I want nothing to do with that guy. He used to do things clean, but now, hell, he's too loud.
Soon they'll have investigations of the Mafia in Milano.
Mafia in Milano? There isn't any.
I know. Not many know that, though. There's no Mafia. Bunch of hoodlums. Con men. All in competition, one with the other. And they like to invest all of their dough. They make it in drugs. As soon as they get a pile, it goes into the markets. They're all getting smart. That's not the real Mafia. There's no Mafia anymore now.
Don't you realize you're running up a blind alley? This work's dangerous. Besides, the police know all about it. Why don't you just clear out?
No.
But why not?
I'd be a dead man.
Hugo, I've got $10,000. I'll give it to you. You could just grab it and get out of here.
That'd be a long ride with no return ticket. There's no place to hide. No, I'm not gonna move my finger until they're convinced that I didn't take that money.
Hugo.
Huh?
Who could have taken it?
I don't know. That's the only reason I'm back in. They don't scare me, really. But I'm gonna find out. There's gotta be one of them.
You think it was the Mikado that double-crossed you, don't you? You said he needed money very urgently for a payoff. And instead of passing on the consignment, he kept it all himself. But if that's the way it is, you'll never get out.
Not as long as it was him. But what about the others who were there?
Who do you mean?
Rocco, for example. Pasquale Nicola. Or any of them.
But how are you going to prove anything after 3 years? Have you any sort of leads?
Not a one.
Well, then there's nothing you can do.
Nothing yet. But in order to prove that I took that suitcase, he's gonna trip up on the details more and more. And when that happens, I'll catch him.
Scheiße, dieser Verflüchter!
We know the bastard that got the dough. And we also know where he's at.
Who was it?
The Mikado wants us to pay him a social call.
Is he going to give back that 30 million?
Nah, don't worry about that. He wants us to give this guy the squeeze. He don't give a shit for the goddamn dough. We got a little lesson to learn him. A very special one. Pasquale? Franceschino? And Hugo, you guys come with me.
I saw them both. They just come out.
Okay, go on. Get ready. You got 2 shots, so don't waste them. If you can't plug them both, you're in trouble.
Do what I said, goddammit! No, don't shoot!
Don Vincenzo. Don Vincenzo.
So what's the matter? Ain't 300 grand big enough for your piggy bank?
Why, Kino?
Your pal Kino's all washed up. If he ain't dead already, we'll be in a day or 2. If not, the cops will get him, because he shot a guy in the street.
Kino hasn't done anything.
Kino's a professional. He gets 3 million lira for a job. He never pass up a chance to grab 30 million for one shot. Look, he's all through, but you're here.
Listen, Mikado, you got it all wrong.
No, I got it right.
You're not using your head.
Okay, talk. Let's hear the dying man's last words.
I'm not the one that took the $300,000, and Kino never took 30 million lira.
But no one else knew about the job.
He knew. He knew all about it. I knew. Sure, I knew. But why does he suspect only me? And Kino, why?
You knew about it yesterday. And after you talked to Kino, you made a plan. There's no good denying it.
Kino plays it straight. He'd never do this, I know it.
When he went to see Kino, I hadn't fixed the timetable yet.
What if you didn't? What if he telephoned Kino this morning?
Everybody knew only a half hour before the job, remember? Every second after that, I was with Pasquale. Why don't you ask him if I called anyone?
He didn't phone, I know.
They had a code, or he could have followed behind us, couldn't he?
Does Kino know about your job?
Yeah. Yeah, sure he does, sure. But even if he does, he couldn't care less. He's got his own work. He's independent.
Go ahead, I'm interested.
If you think it's Kino, you're wrong. I might have done it, I admit that. Only it would have been too risky. But if not me, no reason it couldn't have been Rocco. He could have had something on the deal. Could have been Pasquale. But I doubt if Pasquale would have been able to kill his pal. You know him better, you decide. But then if it wasn't, only you can tell which of these guys knew about the job beforehand. Beyond that, the Germans could have done it. How do you know that they weren't working in pairs? The other guy waits till we got the dough and then moves in.
That's enough. We all heard what you gotta say. But it ain't no good. You did it. You and your pal, Kino. You better look out for him, huh? His feet is a load of shit.
Listen, Mikado. Since you already gave me permission to speak out, I want to tell you something.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's no different today than 3 years ago. Any one of us might have taken that money. If we wanted to.
If they find you, Kino, how will I know?
Don't worry about that now. Call Colombo. You'll find him at the police station. He'll give you back the body. You know the burial plot.
Yes, I know.
Real fine stone for it, huh? Marble. Carrara.
Are there any links between the dead man in the bowling alley and the one in the street?
The only sure thing is that the first one was a member of the Mikado's gang.
The other's a new recruit, obviously. He's working for the Mikado.
Obviously. How the hell do you know that? We have no record of him. We only know his name is Giovanni Alfafato.
Commissioner, the guy shot dead in the street probably killed the one in the bowling alley. You said that yourself.
Well, I was talking crap.
What about the gun battle?
It was pretty damn violent. We've got a lot of testimony. These pretty much confirm that.
What the hell do we need to confirm? We reached a point where people are getting shot down on the street. You're fooling around with a bunch of empty cartridges. Ah. What about the other victim?
The blind man?
Yeah, the blind man.
Frankly, we've got nothing to go on. He was just passing by, that's all. We're asking people in the area if they saw him that day. We've got nothing to go on as yet.
Identification?
No. He had 2 keys and a chain in his pockets.
Was he a beggar?
No. He was dressed pretty well.
Ah, Fonsino. Gentlemen, our teammate and friend Fonsino has been transferred. Promoted and transferred. I'm sure you'll all want to congratulate him. Did you want to speak to me alone, Commissioner?
Yeah, if you have a minute.
Excuse us, gentlemen. Yes, I have. 1 minute.
I know I owe my transfer to you.
Urgent transfer due to administrative reasons.
Look, I don't care if I'm placed to the north or south of Italy. I'm not a bit choosy. The important thing is in the performance of duty.
I'm sure you'll be able to do your duty. Where there's no rich people, and where there's nobody like the Mikado.
There's something I'd like to tell you straight. May I?
Fire away. It's pretty hard to hurt my feelings, you can be certain.
You're out of date, Commissioner. You're almost a relic. You're not really older than me, but your mentality is out of date. Therefore, you're not entirely fit for the job you hold.
So you'd like to see me screwed, huh? But what the hell can I do? I've got the old-style mentality, and I'm stationed here in the city. You've got the modern outlook, and you're out tending the pigs and chickens.
No, I'm not for suggesting a discharge. Only I'd like to explain a few things, that is, if I might.
Explain away. Go ahead. But hurry up, because I haven't had my coffee yet.
The Mikado is the effect, not the cause. An effect, also, delinquency. Do you understand?
Well, it's nice that you ask.
Tell me, Commissioner.
So far, I don't, but go on.
As I was saying, the Mikado and the rapid rise of gangs are only effects. I'll tell you what I mean. The massive flux of Southerners arriving here in the North are offered only menial tasks that no one else will accept. Badly housed, badly paid, plagued with debt, no relief in sight. Because of this, many decide to turn to crime.
That's enough, Fonsino. The same old thing, huh? You better run along to your new job. And don't forget to send me a postcard.
He wants to talk to you.
You think Kino will make a deal with Rocco?
Rocco won't find Kino.
I spread word around I was willing to talk.
He's not impressed by that.
Why not, damn it?
You killed Don Vincenzo. What kind of a deal do you figure you can make? Why don't you try heaven?
Beat it.
Bring it, Tony.
We'll go bats from being stuck here.
It's Kino! There!
There, you see. You finally made me kill the Mikado.
Need you at the station for questioning.
Why?
There's been some trouble at the Mikado's villa.
But I was away from Milano.
Look, don't get excited. I noticed that. It's just for questioning, Piazza. You can relax. If you don't mind, I'll come along with you. Pull up over there. Call the commissioner and tell him that I've got Piazza. He probably left the Mikado's villa.
Okay.
I'll put the bag in the back. Piazza, you have no idea what happened at the Mikado's villa this morning. A real bloodbath. Leave the bag in the car?
Perfectly safe here in front of headquarters.
Do you think that makes any difference to a bunch of hoods? Come on.
What about this guy? Anything in the file?
We just noticed in Palermo. Been here a little over a year.
I got Piazza here.
And wait outside.
Piazza, take a seat.
God damn it, then go down to the morgue and find out. You've been here for 4 years. You know how they can hook up a photo. What's the matter with you? Go and check.
Listen, I just thought of something. Why don't we go check with Testa?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just a check.
All right, girls. This is Piazza. Was he at the villa this morning? Did you see him?
Not me. I was in the bathroom.
What about you?
I was always dancing. I can't tell who stepped on me.
Some of us danced, others brought the feed in. It was ham and eggs, as a matter of fact. I come out from the shower, then I'm up to the door. Then comes this fucking bullet at me. You think this kid's gonna open it?
One of you already said that you saw a man who got in a car and sped away. How about it?
There were so many men, though. Were we expected to notice that one?
Not me. I told you I was dancing all the time. I know nothing.
When the shooting started, most of us were in the back. We couldn't see anything.
Some of us never left the John, though.
Hugo, for what you've done, you should get $1 billion. Boy, the way you planned it, the big screw. Why don't you and me work as a pair? You're the boss. No, not because of money or anything. You earned that. You're entitled. It's yours. It's because you're tops, Hugo, you know.
Hey, you, cut out the talking in there.
They look like dogs without an owner. So Hugo wasn't here and Rocco was playing pool. Playing pool, eh? How's your game? Piazza, you can go. You were out of town.
I'll think it over.
Hey, Piazza. Where are you going? You can't leave Milano without permission, you know. Where are you staying, anyhow?
I'm staying with Nelly. She's on the Via Antonio.
Oh, so you're living with her now, huh? Go on, get out of here and get back to your freeloading.
Nelly,
Yes, Hugo.
get ready. We're leaving. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
He'll be here any minute.
Antonio, it's the second on the left.
What's happening? Shoot!
Nelly. Nelly. Nelly.
You? Hugo Piazza. Not you. You? Hugo Piazza? Who gave you the right to do that? To shoot Hugo Piazza? Who gave you the right to kill a guard? You've got to go kneel to Hugo Piazza, because that man deserves our honor! That man deserves our honor!